Hey Salukis, Jeff Gleim, Executive Director of the SIU Alumni Association. Here for your June report. We decided to get out and get back to nature. As you may or may not be able to see, we're here at Touch of Nature, and with me is the Director of Touch of Nature, JD Tanner. JD's going to be talking a little bit about some of the new things that are out here. We're going to touch upon a little bit about the camps that so many of you are familiar with, but JD, why don't you tell us where we're at right now? This is the new thing for Touch of Nature, correct?
Yes, it is. This is the multi-use trail. So we just opened up our new multi-use trail May the 1st. May 1st, okay. And when I say multi-use, that means hikers, bikers, and runners can come out and use the trail. We get caught up in calling them mountain bike trails a lot, but we want to remind hikers and runners that they're welcome to come and use those too.
Okay.
And so on May the 1st, we opened up 10 miles of trail. We opened up a 33-car parking lot that we're standing right by, and then we opened up our kids terrain park, which includes a pump track and a TOTS track and about a quarter-mile skills loop for the kids to ride on.
So before we went on camera, you were telling me a little bit about the history of that. So I'm sure a lot of people who are into SIU football might be interested in something that's back behind us.
Definitely, and a lot of the alumni from the 50s and the 60s probably realize this, but the SIU football team used to practice here at Touch of Nature in the summertime, and they would run camps. And so just about 100 yards to the north of us is the old football field that the team would practice on in the summer, and then they would go into camp and work with our camps as counselors, as facilities folks.
Wow.
Also, one of the things a lot of people don't realize, a lot of our buildings in camp, the rocks that were brought up to build the walls were drug up by the football team.
Oh my goodness!
No,
I'll look at that with a whole different attitude now. So that's really neat.
The field itself was named Marion Rushing Field, and Marion Rushing was a big athlete for SIU in his day.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yep.
So now I know that there's future plans down the road focusing more for adults.
Yeah, the full concept plan for the whole bike park itself is about 30 miles of trail. And then we also want to add an adult terrain park, which will be right next to the kids in the football field area.
Okay.
And then actually over here to our east, we want to build an event center in that space with pavilions and bathrooms and stuff like that. So when you pull in here, you've got a nice place to sit and have a drink and eat before or after your ride, restrooms. We've got some pretty big plans for it.
Great. Now I asked you another question about the type of bike that is best suited for everything that's behind us here. Talk a little bit about that so people who are unfamiliar with this.
Yeah, if you're going to come and ride the trails, you definitely want to bring a mountain bike. Okay. A fitness type bike with the skinny tires isn't going to perform well. This is all single track trail, dirt surface. Okay. And then the other thing that we really encourage, and actually we require it on signage, is helmets. Don't come out and ride just assuming you're going to be okay, because once you start hitting those hills and those berms and those turns, it's easy to take a tumble, and we want everybody to ride safe.
Well, I know it'll be easy for the local alums to get out here, and I hear nothing but wonderful stories since I've been here about Touch of Nature. Those of you who are coming back for a weekend, maybe over homecoming as well, certainly want to take an opportunity to come out here and take a look at what's going on. So real quick, let's just turn to another aspect that, with COVID and everything, I know there were a number of things that were put on hold that you traditionally have done. But the camps are back. Do you want to talk a little bit about the camps that are coming?
Yeah, camps are back for us. We're kind of easing into it a little bit. All of our day camps are running. Camp Little Giant, which we're most historically known for, we're only going to run 2 short sessions this summer as we kind of ease things back into that. Usually that runs for about 8 weeks or 8 sessions every summer. So we'll just do 2. But yeah, camps are up and running. And then in the fall, we run right into conference and retreat season, and we do team building programs. A lot of people don't know we have an 18-room hotel on site.
Right.
So alumni could come and stay at the hotel, go in to activities and stuff on campus, ride the trails, do all of those things. We get overlooked kind of regularly, unfortunately, during some of those busy times like homecoming, but we're a great spot if you want some quiet instead of being in a loud hotel in town.
That sounds good.
Yep.
So anything else that we haven't talked about that you'd like to leave folks with as a reminder?
No, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, we're here to support SIU students, faculty, staff, and the community however we can. We've done so for almost 70 years now. So whatever we can do to help folks out, we just hope you'll give us a call and come out and use our space.
Well, I know this is a treasure to not only to SIU but to Southern Illinois, and I know, as I said, alums cannot say enough wonderful things about this place. So with that, we're going to wrap up our June segment, and I think it's time for me to hit the trails. So the way I always like to sign off is everybody take care and go Dogs.